Now loading podcast, period.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podcast Period, the internet's stupidest podcast. My name is Ben, and with me today, as always, is my co-host David.
What's up, guys?
I've got another normal episode for you today. Got a bunch of interesting things to talk about, as well as a long-awaited trailer. Long-awaited for both David and I, because I think we looked for this, beginning of last year or something like that.
It's been too long.
It's been a long time coming. Godzilla VS Kong. We're finally... The trailer came out on, Sunday, and I've been waiting all week so that we could watch it here on the podcast. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? So, first things first, probably the biggest news story of the week, if not the last couple of weeks since we last recorded, is the happenings with the Gamestop stock and a few other stocks, but mostly the biggest name in the market is GameStop. So Wall Street Bets is a subreddit dedicated to risky plays in the stock market, shall we say. And some users there noticed that there was a short squeeze going on with GameStop. A short squeeze is basically when an investor sells off their stock in hopes that the stock value will drop down, and then they go in and buy the stock again when it's lower. These guys noticed that several investors were doing that and started buying up shares left and right, so much so that there was a post of some dude that bought 50,000 shares or something like that. So the stock went from, I want to say $14 or $15 last week, which isn't even the lowest that it has been in the last week or last year. I think the lowest it went was $4 or $5. But last week it was $14, $15. And a few days ago, a couple days ago, I think it was all the way up to $325 a share. So that's a very hefty increase, you might say. I think it's 300%. No, way more than 300%. What is that? Can you do that quick math?
What was the original?
It was 14, and it's now up to, or it was up to 325 or something like that.
Yeah, that is...
It's gotta be that's 3,000%.
That is ridiculous. Let's just say it's 325, and it was at 14. That would be... oh, God. 2,300%. 2321 to be precise.
So you can imagine that these people that have bought the GameStop stock at $14 going all the way up there they've got some money in the bank right now, you know what I'm saying? They've done that for a few other stocks. But this is probably the biggest name in the news right now. Not only because of that, but also because of a recent development. I think yesterday, Robinhood, which is a retail stock investment app. The name of their game is helping normal people kind of get into the stock market. They stopped all trading on GameStop stock other than selling. So you can't buy anymore, can't do anything else with it except sell if you're going through Robinhood. Now, if you're one of these investors that are trying to get their money back, absolutely, you can go right on ahead. You can buy as much stock as you want to. But considering Robinhood is the biggest consumer app out there right now that people use to to buy stock through. This is a big deal. They have kind of did an about face, and they said that they would allow limited trading today. I don't know how limited. I haven't had a chance to look that up as of yet, but that's kind of where we're at. Although I have heard reports of GameStop or Robinhood straight up selling people stock that they've bought. So that might be something that we have to update on next episode if it keeps going on that long. It's just it's a very interesting thing to kind of take a look at the numbers for.
Oh, on a quick note with that, they did post Yahoo Finance posted an article titled Robinhood CEO refutes GameStop hedge fund conspiracy theory and reveals what actually happened. A quote on this was, "On that conspiracy theory, I think I've over and over again said it's not true," he told Yahoo Finance. "Our decision to temporarily restrict customers from buying certain securities had nothing to do with a market maker or market participant or anyone like that putting pressure on us or asking us to do that. It was entirely about market dynamics and clearinghouse deposit requirements as per regulations." So he's refuting it. Whether or not there's anything that comes to light, like you said,
I don't know.
Watch it.
I don't know if I believe that, considering the main investor that was doing the short sell and Robinhood are under the same parent company. But
Oh, is it? Are they?
Mm-hmm. Melvin Capital and Robinhood. I don't know. I don't remember what the parent company is, but yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna save it for the discussion, guys.
Yes, we'll get into our feelings about this later. This is more about the facts right now, but
yeah,
trust us, we have some things to say. All right, you wanna take us into our next story there?
Alrighty. So in related news, Dogecoin jumped 300% on the Wall Street this week too, as Reddit strikes again. It's another aspect of the same story here. The cryptos, it's gone up to a whole 7 cents, Ben. It made it to 7 whole cents.
Wow, man. That is amazing.
Yeah, it jumped a whole whopping 420%. Hey, where they got that number from? In a single day. So if that was 420% up from what it was, what in the hell was this trading at? Nothing.
Probably less than a penny.
That is so sad. I don't know. Crypto is
very volatile. Unless you got in at like the very beginning, there's not really any point at this point,
No, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy into Bitcoin, lose everything, sell it at a loss. 2 years later, it'll be like triple the value that you sold it at, but you'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's so ridiculous. So,
yep.
I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole right now. It just goes up and down every single day, and no, not going to happen.
Nope.
So, yay, cryptocurrency!
All right. So, in a bid to compete more with Twitch, YouTube has finally released a new feature called Clips, which is basically the same thing as Twitch's Clips. It lets you create up to 60-second clips of previously existing video. So, live streams that people are doing, if they've got the VOD up on their channel, you can create a clip of a certain moment out there. The interesting thing about this is that this might feed into another new feature that YouTube is working on. They don't have it rolled out to everywhere right now. I think it's just in India. But basically it's It's promoting shorter videos, I think like 15 to 60 seconds or something like that. It's promoting those shorter videos as more algorithmically pleasurable or whatever you want to call it. So it'd be interesting to see how these clips work, if they're actually going to be like a video on a user's channel, or if it's maybe going to be relegated to like a playlist or something like that, or I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It could just be more of like a time code thing, and it doesn't actually exist anywhere except on that link that you send to your friend or whatever. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when they roll it out, how exactly it all works, because there's definitely ways that it could benefit the average creator, as it were. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out, you know?
Yeah, I could see that working if it did help with discoverability. If you have a bunch of your 60-second clips of like the best moments in a video, like, well, let's just say Linus Tech Tips, like, when does he not drop something in a video? So, like, just the most
when does
epic...
he almost drop something?
Exactly. The most epic fails of the video, the most funny moments of the video, just clip that out, get that out there, get the discoverability going for it, and then just have it like hyperlink back to the original. I think it'd be great for discoverability if that worked. So instead of people, not wanting to find that 10-15 minute video, the source video for it, you get this and be like, oh, hey, I want to see what happened. This is really interesting. So yeah, I could see that working.
All right, shall we move on to our next story here?
Alrighty, so Microsoft had Xbox hardware sales shoot up 86% with the Series X/S. So they just released their earnings report, and what they expected was Azure and the cloud leading the way, and everybody wanted to see how the Xbox was competing with PlayStation, and I'm pretty sure PlayStation has won this battle yet again, but
yeah,
it's reached $43 billion top level revenue for Microsoft. A 17% year-over-year increase. That's ridiculous. Where's my billions of dollars?
Did you create the Xbox, David? I didn't think so.
No, but I could have. No, you got to give them credit where credit is due. I'm not necessarily happy that they increased prices for Game Pass. Well, not Game Pass itself, but not that I care because I don't use it, but Xbox Gold.
They reversed that, actually.
Oh, did they reverse it?
Yeah, like literally the day after they announced it.
Well, geez, I wonder why. Could it be that people didn't like that idea?
Yeah, huh? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like that was a little bit of a failed bid to try to get people to sign up for Game Pass, because Game Pass plus Live is $120 a year, and so if people are like, oh, I could either pay just for Xbox Live for $120 a year, or I could get Game Pass plus Xbox Live for $120 a year. Yeah, not exactly the smartest move, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think they were thinking that one through.
Honestly,
maybe if you raised it a little bit, but doubling it? Come on, that's excessive.
I was watching a podcast yesterday that was talking about this, and they brought up a really good idea where it was like, you raise the price a little bit, but you also give new and existing users like a 3-month trial for Game Pass. So, I mean, you're not going to convert everybody, but I'm sure a good majority of the people, once they see the breadth of games that are on there, plus the day and date stuff that comes out from Microsoft, it's a pretty easy sell for most people,
Yeah, I could see that. What I'm waiting for is the announcement that that Game Pass itself just turns into a giant, like, glorified rental service. Sign up for Game Pass, get the console, have it for 2 years. The next one comes out, sign on for Game Pass, you get the new console. Just like renting out the hardware continuously, and that way you have the latest and the greatest. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me.
It could definitely be a possibility. I mean, there's no way that they would do it for $120 a year, but add maybe, I don't know, $30-$35 a month on top of that, and I think people would be willing to pay that. Even that would be less than paying $500 outright for a console right now. So
yeah, no, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to talk about everybody's favorite company, our favorite company to, one of our favorite companies to bash, Intel. So they've got thrown their first discrete GPU in over 20 years out there, but it is only for OEMs and system integrators. Pretty sad, but what you gonna do?
I don't know what you do about that. It's something they have to get out there. I feel like this is a good way to get it out there. I mean, get it to the OEMs and be like, "Hey,
yeah,
boosh."
I don't think that I don't think that they're pushing for anything very powerful here, though, because they've got this Asus card that I'm looking at right now is
go ahead, tell us.
It's passively cooled. It's just got a heatsink on there. There's nothing crazy going on about it. So, we're not talking 3090 or 3080 or 3070 or 3060 or
no. What are we talking? Let's
probably like 750 Ti levels of performance. Not exactly great. But I mean, realistically, if they're only going to be giving it to OEMs and system integrators, it's probably going to be like an office sort of thing, It's not going to be for playing games on. It's going to be for, attaching a monitor up to with maybe some very light, like 3D rendering or whatever else you'd need a GPU for in an office setting, so... I don't know.
Here's a question, though. If it's this low on the totem pole of performance, why are we doing it in a discrete GPU? Why not just have integrated take this? Is that not what OEMs would be specialized in?
It might just be. It might be too powerful for integrated right now. And they might have needed to put it on a separate board, or maybe it's Intel and they just felt like putting it on a separate board and charging people for it.
That sounds like the Intel we love to bash.
let's be honest. It could be either or at this point.
Oh goodness.
Oh man. All right. Let's move on to your next one.
Okay. This one. I've got some feelings about this one. I think you will too. Cable ISP warns excessive uploaders. Says network can't handle heavy usage.
Gosh.
Mediacom, a cable company with about 1.4 million customers across 22 states. That explains why I've never heard of it if it's such a small amount of people across 22 states. Who are they serving? Like the hills of Arkansas or something? People you'd never hear
I
about?
don't know. They've got gigabit download speeds and 50 megabyte upload
That's
speeds.
the thing, though. It sounds really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great, but it's certainly better than most plans out there.
It's better than my plan.
Yeah.
Well, until you get to this. So their fastest internet plan has gigabit downloads and 50 upload with a 6 terabyte monthly cap.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a lot. Honestly, I don't know that I'd ever go over that, but I don't know because Charter doesn't track it. So,
nope. Hopefully they never do.
I mean, I wouldn't mind knowing the usage, but I'd also be afraid if they add
they're implementing a tracking feature, they're going to implement
a data cap. Exactly.
I don't want that.
So as long as
that.
As long as that's not there, I guess I should be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But it may be a 6 terabyte cap, but they're telling heavy uploaders that we're going to either disconnect you or throttle your usage because you're using too much upload. Even if they're nowhere near the 6 terabyte cap.
That is ridiculous. That is such BS. It's not even funny. Like, for real. Come on now. Why?
This was a quote from a customer to a DSL Reports forum. So I got a call from Mediacom Fraud and Abuse Department today. The rep told me that they're calling customers that have higher than average bandwidth usage as they are having network issues. I hurried up and checked my account and only used a bit over 2.5 terabytes last month. He told me my upload was 450 gigabytes over the average, and if I don't reduce my usage, they would either throttle or disconnect me. I argued that I used less than half of the total data allowed in my plan, but he said 1.2 terabytes of upload was too much, and this was my warning. This is crap. This is such
so
BS.
Ridiculous. They just I don't even know what their reasoning could be for this. I could see the reasoning. Like I could see a reason if they were like trying to get people to pay more. I wouldn't, agree with the reasoning, but I could see a reason. But it just looks like they're harassing their customers. Like, what's the point?
I have no idea. This just has.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're trying to get people to upgrade their data plan. They're just straight up telling people, hey, you can't upload that much. Like, what?
So what's the dang point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
If I'm nowhere near my data cap, what is the point of why?
I don't know.
What's the big deal?
I don't know. They're saying in a letter to the FCC. Good God, help me! A Mediacom letter to the FCC said the company's network is built to allow for more downstream usage than upstream usage. Mediacom's letter also described the data cap as a large conduit within a smaller conduit within it. Due to historical trends, the smaller conduit allows for upstream usage, while the remainder of the conduit is reserved for downstream usage. Heavy upload use can stress that smaller conduit, meaning that customers can be under the total data usage allowance but still be negatively impacting the network. Sounds like your problem, not mine. Sounds like you need to upgrade your stuff. What? Put a few more wires in there. It's not like you're not making bank. I mean, I'm sure you're probably charging these people like $150 for that top tier internet. Probably.
Like, for real. And the wires are already there.
Ridiculous.
What a hot piece of garbage that is. Like, for real. That's ridiculous. That is BS. Okay. So now we get into making fun of China. This may get this episode blocked in China. We'll find out once we upload it.
Oh, God, what shall we do? We've been blocked in China if we're talking about them before, too, so.
Yeah, oh, man. So, this has to do with the deactivation of Flash, which we've known about as a society for about 3 years, because Adobe announced it in 2017. January 12th of this year, Adobe carried out its plans deactivating Flash installations around the world, which apparently caused chaos at a Chinese railroad that was using Flash to run their deployment software or dispatchment software, however you want to say it. So they were basically spending that entire day trying to figure out what was going on. Flash uninstalled itself. They obviously couldn't reinstall Flash, that same version of Flash at least. So looks like all they had to do was download an earlier version of Flash and install that because it didn't have the self-destruct code in it. But still funny that an entire railroad was taken down by Adobe Flash. It's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. And this is the country you people want to be controlling the 5G infrastructure around the world? I don't think so.
Yeah. Have it run on Flash. It'll work great.
You won't have to worry about those radiation waves coming at you anymore. It'll just deactivate.
That's right.
What are we going to do?
Man. All right. Let's move on.
All right. So, I never thought of this, and I'm actually quite terrified at this prospect. Apple reminds its users not to hold iPhones near pacemakers. Why? Well, apparently it's not just MagSafe that does this, but it's all the magnets that might be within the little device that you may hold so dear to your heart. You might want to reconsider that if you have a pacemaker. Apparently the magnets inside these things can disrupt your pacemaker. And I don't know about you, but I've laid my phone on my chest before, like in the middle of like a conversation or something, if I'm laying in bed or something. I do it all the time. I never once thought of this. I mean, this is terrifying. Your MagSafe system might, MagSafe your heart to death or something. Like, who would have thought?
No thanks.
So they're saying don't hold it within 6 inches of your pacemaker, which literally be right there in your chest if you do that. So don't do that. Don't have it in a coat pocket.
It says 15 inches while it's charging wirelessly, so it's even worse when you're wirelessly charging it.
I know. Like,
that's crazy.
That could easily be within like a nightstand's distance of the bed.
Yeah, you better put it on the other side of your nightstand.
Exactly.
Don't need you dying in the middle of your sleep. Jeez. Wow.
That's just crazy. So, this came out after people had questions about it, and then Apple posted on the iPhone, and it's not specific to the iPhone 12, but they posted it within the manuals and stuff online. iPhone contains magnets as well as components and radios that emit electromagnetic field. All MagSafe accessories, each sold separately, of course, also contain magnets, and MagSafe Charger and MagSafe Duo Charger contain radios. These magnets and electromagnetic fields may interfere with medical devices. So they're just straight up telling you that this could happen. I am quite surprised. Makes sense, but...
Yeah, it does make sense. Still. Just interesting.
Hmm.
All right, shall we
Well.
move on to our discussion portion?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So, I want to hear your thoughts about this whole GameStop thing.
Okay, so first of all, you make a decision to enter the stock market. There are no guarantees in the stock market. If you are buying stocks, you are taking a risk. It is not something that is guaranteed. It is not putting money in gold, which is also not guaranteed because that can fluctuate, but still, you don't have something obtainable. You do not have a physical asset. You cannot complain when said understood risk associated with buying a stock does not go in your favor. So, I'm sorry if the big hedge funds are losing money because they invested in a company that has not had a decent stock price in like 6 years. It's been going downhill ever since like 2014. It was like $50-$60 in 2014 and just slid all the way down to like $3 in 2020. You can't complain if you lost your money. And if somebody just happened to find out what was going on, and a bunch of people, the little people, by the way, just happened to get a little bit richer off of your stupidity, you can't go and change the dang rules just because you lost money. That's not how it works. So I don't feel sorry for any of these idiots.
Nope.
And don't go trying to block people from doing it either, because that's just being stupid and petty.
I am with you 100%. There is literally no reason that they should have blocked these people from trading. Like, I get that the hedge funds are losing money or whatever, but like you said, the stock market is inherently a risky place. Your money is never guaranteed. Never. And nobody has ever made any issue with it because it was like an understood thing in getting in the stock market. But just because some regular people on a website are making money off of your stupidity, you got to go and block them. You know, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
let the people make some money.
And that's the thing. I mean, if this was if this was somehow an illegal move done by some corporation or bank or any other higher form of entity, and they were taking advantage of the poor people, well, I don't want to say poor people, but of the regular people by manipulating something illegally, then I'd be outraged at this. But this is just the poor people finally have something that they get out of the rich people's pocket. It's right. Just a little bit of redistribution of wealth, but unlike, let's just say, foreign entities helping with that redistribution of wealth and making politics out of it, this is on you. You're the one that dumped it in the stock market. Nobody told you had to do that. Exactly. You wasn't forced into anything.
You knew there was always the possibility of somebody, going and buying it up. It's your fault if you sold it. That's on you.
It's on you. Who told you to do it? You bought it and then you sold it. Okay. Case closed.
Oh well.
Sorry if the timing didn't work out for you.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on to our next discussion topic. I wanted to talk to you about, before we watch the trailer, just so it doesn't, sway our answers one way or another. If you had to pick Godzilla versus Kong, who's going to win?
Godzilla all the way. I know Kong is huge. I know he's ferocious. But I'm sorry, I don't see Kong shooting out this giant, I don't know, radioactive beam or whatever it is outside of his throat like he's shooting fire or something. Like, that just looks like it's going to decimate anything to me. So, I mean, and Kong might be huge, but based on the last two movies, I'd say Godzilla's got him outnumbered on that one, too. So, I think it's Godzilla. What do you think? I have a feeling you have a different opinion.
Yes, I do. Kong is going to win.
Kong's going to win. Okay.
Kong is going to win.
Why?
He has practice. Come on, you saw how many of those like weird reptilian dudes he just ripped to shreds. It was too easy for him. Too easy.
Okay.
That's right. You think Godzilla, just because he's got a little pew pew laser, is gonna do anything to him? Nah. Kong's too quick.
Pew pew laser.
That's right.
Wow.
Listen, I will say that Godzilla is going to put up a good fight, but Kong is going to win.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. All right?
Okay. This is rare, guys. We actually don't agree on the outcome of something for once.
I know, right?
It doesn't happen too often.
Okay. And now, finally, we're going to get the trailer to Godzilla vs. Kong. You guys know how our trailer segment works. We're going to watch the trailer, let you know whether we would see it in theaters, whether we would wait for a review or a rental, or whether we wouldn't go see it at all, although I have a feeling that David and I are going to have the same answer on Godzilla vs. Kong. And we're also going to revise our answers if this trailer has swayed us one way or another. I don't think it will, but we'll just have to wait and see. So,
okay.
Without further ado, Godzilla vs. Kong.
This is our only chance. We need Kong. The world needs him to stop what's coming. And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same. It's Godzilla.
These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop me. Here we go.
Kong bows to no one.
Here we go.
I don't know about you, but that trailer was just Kong giving Godzilla a good old-fashioned ass-whooping.
Did you watch this?
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I did not. I told you, I waited.
You watched this, didn't you?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You tricked me.
I swear, I did not.
You did too.
I did not watch it, I swear. I swear.
I don't know what pisses me off more, the fact that he's fucking right, or the fact that he doesn't lie to me, and I want him to so bad be lying to me right now.
So, has your opinion changed?
Yes. Now, to be fair, we did make that prediction before, well, at least one of us did.
I promise, I did not see any of this trailer before we watched it for this. I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait for the podcast. I did not watch it. I promise.
He doesn't lie to me, so I'll have to fucking take his word for it, as much as I don't want to right now. Okay, based on this trailer, Kong's gonna win, okay?
I'm a much bigger fan of King Kong than I am Godzilla. That's why my opinion was what it was.
Okay, I'll buy that. He won't lie to me, even if it does get him like a monetary gain or something. Based on the trailer, Kong wins. They really
this
made
could
that
be-
one-sided, too.
This could be a thing where, because I know in the original Godzilla vs. King Kong in like the 60s, they had an ending for America and an ending for Japan. So the American one was what you can guess it. King Kong wins. Japanese ending is where Godzilla wins.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's something that they're going to do for this. I mean, this is a much bigger scale movie than the 60s movie.
Yeah.
More than likely, but it could be something that they're doing, and it could also be, that this trailer, there could be a completely different version of this trailer releasing for Japanese audiences where Godzilla is just completely wrecking King Kong. But either way, I'm very excited for this film. I don't think it's going to turn out where Godzilla and King Kong are actually going to end up fighting till one of them is dead. I'm sure probably about 2/3 of the way through, they're going to find some common ground and they're going to have to fight something together. So either way, I'm very interested in this movie. I would 100% go see it in theaters because it looks so good.
When is
so
this
good.
supposed to come out?
It says sometime in 2021. So, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Definitely 100% watch in theaters. I'm so excited.
Yes. All right. Our next trailer is for Raya and the Last Dragon.
Let's catch you up. My name is Raya. Our lands have been at war for as long as we can remember. Our people never see eye to eye.
My daughter, I believe our people can come together again. But someone has to take the first step.
Now, in order to restore peace, we must find the last dragon.
I wish to join this fellowship of butt kickery.
Let's go. We'll have to watch our backs. We're not the only ones looking. 6 years of searching. Please let this be it. Oh, mighty Sisu!
Who said that?
We really need your help.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not like the best dragon. Have you ever done like a group project, but there's like that one kid who didn't pitch in as much, but still ended up with the same grade?
We're doomed.
That's interesting. I can't remember the last time I've seen a trailer from Disney that looked like that. Like, mostly action.
I know. They're doing a lot of different things, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the beat that it had to it and whatnot.
Yeah. It seems interesting. I'd probably wait for a rental, honestly. I don't know if this is something that I would go see in theaters, per se, but it looks interesting enough.
I feel like I'd have to have a daughter or something if I was going to go see this in the theaters.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So, yeah, wait for rental. I'd want to see it, but not movie ticket prices.
Our next trailer is for Crisis.
There is no greater scourge facing America from within. The president takes the opioid crisis very seriously.
The kid got snagged at the border.
The courier?
Took a year of undercover work to get this far.
Maybe it's dangerous to press a big sale now.
Yeah, but what choice do we have?
Our product will be the first truly non-addictive painkiller.
What the hell is going on?
All the addiction centers are lighting up. And then by day 10, they're dead.
I'm looking for my son.
Were you aware of any issues with your son?
Like what?
Based on your results, you want Northlight to pull their billion-dollar drug. It could cost you a hell of a lot more than your teaching job.
You've got to have a plan. A plan. But tell him the truth.
Careful. Should this kid get an itch to name names? It would be unpleasant for everyone.
They're gonna come after you. But what you're doing now may be the most important thing you ever do.
You had my son run drugs for you.
You know, I don't know. It looks interesting enough, but it looks like they're trying to make 3 different movies and just smash them into one. You know, they've got the government agency going after this drug, and then you've got the whistleblowing scientist that's trying to tell the FDA on this drug, and then you've got the mother whose son got caught up like running this drug, who's got like the personal vendetta against her dealers and everything. So I don't know. Weirdly enough, it doesn't feel as disjointed as it probably should, but I hesitate to see how well that focus transitions over into the actual movie. We'll have to wait and see. I'd probably wait for a review on this one, just because of my feelings on the trailer right now.
I agree with you 100%. What story are they trying to portray here?
Yeah, it's extremely hard to tell which one. They've got 3 plots going on, and you can't tell if they're all going to be A plots, or there's one that's going to be an A, a B, and a C plot, or if there's going to be like maybe 2 A plots and then a B plot, and I don't know. It's impossible to tell from this.
Or is it all one giant overarching plot? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It doesn't feel as disjointed as it could in this trailer, but like I said, it could go so many different ways when the movie actually comes out. So
I'm with you. I like it. I want to see it, but I have no idea what this is. So I'm going to be like you. I'm going to have to wait for a review. I don't know what this is.
All right. So our last trailer for the episode is for Boss Level.
Hey, Jake, can I get a large bottle of that baijiu? You know what? Make it 2 large bottles. How can you drink like that?
I used to complain that every day felt the same, and now every day is the same.
Hey, Jake.
I have died 144 times, and every day ends like this. But it doesn't matter. Not when you've lost everything you've loved. Renter, man who's had me killed 150 times.
The power to rewrite history is mine.
Heads up. I know everything that's gonna happen.
I'm being tortured!
One thing that never changes?
What's up, pretty boys?
Bunch of assholes killing me for reasons that remain a mystery.
I am Guan Yin, and Guan Yin has done this.
1, 2, 3.
It's for you. Roy, can you hear me? I can't explain it right now, but I'm gonna need your help.
Gemma? The only woman I've ever loved and who can stop this is still alive. I have to get killed.
Hi, Roy.
Over and over again. Until I save her. I need to learn how to fight with a sword.
I would only have a day.
I think we can get a lot done in a day.
Someone's been the busiest little beaver.
I'm stuck in the death loop because of you.
Exactly.
You know, I saw the trailer for this movie, and it seemed like it could be very, very cheesy. But I think they played this with the right amount of comedy and cheese and intrigue that it just works. It looks interesting. I don't know if I would see it in a theater. I'd probably wait for a rental. But it definitely seems more cohesive than the last trailer that we watched. So that's something.
Yeah, it is a little bit more cheesy than the last one, but it also makes more sense.
Yes.
I'm not convinced that it's going to be good. I'm going to wait for a review on this.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not convinced that they're going to be able to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. So
that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, that is where we're going to leave this episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to leave a rating on whatever podcasting platform you happen to be listening on. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening to this episode of Podcast Period. This episode was hosted and produced by Ben, co-hosted and edited by David. You can contact Ben on Twitter at BenPlaysVidges. That's Ben Plays VIDYAS. And you can contact David on Twitter at Car6by16. If you'd like to chat with us about any of the topics on the show, you can hit up the show at Podcast Period on Twitter or shoot us an email at podcastperiodpodcast@gmail.com. We also have a new website that has launched featuring new articles written by us, as well as links to all the episodes. Please visit that at podcastperiod.com. Want to do more for the show but aren't sure how? We have a Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to episodes and so much more, and support the show while doing it. Just go to patreon.com/podcastperiod. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time.
This was a Nerdgasm podcast production.
Well, that was another in a long series of regrettable life choices.
Served at nerdgasmpodcast.com.